Ever looked up at the night sky and seen that familiar calming glow of the moon? It's been our planet's silent partner for billions of years, a constant presence in our songs, stories, and science. But what if, one day, it just stopped? Not disappeared, but simply stopped moving, hanging frozen in the sky. It sounds like science fiction, but let's explore this mind-bending hypothetical. What would happen if the moon suddenly braked and stopped orbiting the Earth? First, let's get one thing straight. The moon doesn't just float up there, it's in a constant state of falling towards Earth, but it has so much sideways momentum, what we call orbital velocity, that it continuously misses us. It's a delicate cosmic dance, a perfect balance between gravity pulling it in and its speed trying to fling it away. If that speed suddenly dropped to zero, gravity would win, instantly. The moon would begin a direct, catastrophic plunge towards our planet. It wouldn't be a slow drift, it would be an acceleration. From its distance of about 384,000 kilometers, it wouldn't hit us immediately. But the clock would start ticking on humanity's final days. Scientists have run the numbers, and the journey would take roughly 5 days. 5 days to watch our celestial neighbor grow larger and larger in the sky, a beautiful, terrifying harbinger of doom. On day 1, the initial effects would be all about the tides. Our current tides are a result of the moon's gravitational tug. Without its orbital motion, this pull would become static and far more extreme. The side of the Earth directly facing the stationary moon would experience a colossal, permanent high tide. Water from across the globe would be pulled into a massive bulge, submerging coastal cities like New York, London, and Tokyo under dozens of meters of water. On the opposite side of the planet, a similar, though slightly smaller, bulge would form. Meanwhile, areas at a 90-degree angle to the moon would see their sea levels plummet, exposing vast stretches of the seabed. This would trigger the most powerful tsunamis in history, scouring coastlines as the oceans violently redistributed themselves. By day 2, the moon would appear noticeably larger in the sky. Panic would be absolute. Governments would collapse and global communication systems would likely fail. But the physical effects would be escalating too. The Earth's rotation would start to be affected. The moon's gravity, now a dead weight pulling on one side of our planet, would act like a brake. Our 24-hour day would begin to lengthen, but erratically. This change would create unimaginable atmospheric chaos. Wind speeds would reach unprecedented levels, generating hyper-hurricanes that would make our current Category 5 storms look like gentle breezes. The friction from this braking effect would also generate immense heat within the Earth's crust. As we reach day 3, the moon would dominate the sky, appearing more than twice its usual size. The gravitational stress on our planet would be immense. The pull would be so intense that it would start to deform the Earth's solid crust. We would experience land tides of several meters. This would trigger catastrophic earthquakes on a global scale, far beyond anything the Richter scale has ever measured. Volcanoes, even dormant ones, would erupt worldwide, spewing ash and gas into the atmosphere, blocking out the sun and plunging the planet into a volcanic winter. The sky would be a dark, terrifying canvas, lit only by the fires of erupting volcanoes and the ever-growing moon. On day 4, the end is near. The moon is now so close that it fills a huge portion of the sky. Its gravitational pull is tearing our own planet apart. But something else is happening too. As the moon gets closer, it crosses a critical boundary known as the Roche limit. This is the point at which the Earth's tidal forces, the difference in its gravitational pull on the near and far sides of the moon, becomes stronger than the moon's own gravity holding it together. Our moon would begin to break apart. Huge chunks of lunar rock, some the size of mountains or small countries, would shear off and form a spectacular, deadly ring system around the Earth, similar to Saturn's. On the final day, day 5, this newly formed ring of debris would begin its fiery descent. The sky would light up with a constant, planet-wide meteor shower of unimaginable intensity. It wouldn't be a few shooting stars. It would be a relentless bombardment of rock and dust, incinerating everything on the surface. And then, the main event. The remaining core of the Moon, or its largest fragments, would strike the Earth. The impact would be an extinction-level event on a scale that makes the asteroid that wiped out the dinosaurs look like a firecracker. The energy released would be millions of times greater than all the nuclear weapons on Earth combined. The impact would vaporize oceans, melt the crust, and send a shockwave around the planet that would obliterate anything left standing. The atmosphere would be blown off into space. For a time, the Earth would become a molten ball of rock, its surface completely sterilized. It's a terrifying scenario, isn't it? It transforms our beautiful, serene Moon into the ultimate weapon of planetary destruction. Thankfully, the laws of physics are pretty reliable. The Moon isn't going to stop its orbit anytime soon. In fact, it's slowly drifting away from us, at about the same speed your fingernails grow. This thought experiment just goes to show how incredibly fortunate we are. Our existence hinges on this delicate, beautiful cosmic balance. The Moon isn't just a pretty light in the sky. It's the anchor for our tides, the stabilizer of our planet's tilt, and the silent guardian that makes life on Earth as we know it possible. So, the next time you look up at the Moon, maybe give it a little nod of thanks. Its constant motion is the reason we're all here. Thank you so much for joining me on this wild cosmic journey. If you enjoyed this and want to explore more mind-bending what-if scenarios, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Let me know in the comments what cosmic question you'd like me to tackle next. Until then, stay curious.